Hi everyone, it's Christine and I'm back with another process video of me working in my quarter journal. So as a sort of a recap, this quarter journal is my daily journal. I've been working on it since last October. So right now I'm kind of catching up on spreads, and this spread that I'm working on is from the first 2 weeks of December 2022. I had to think about what year was. So this spread is about a trip that I went on with my family and with my in-laws all in one place. It was a quick 10-day cruise. Let's see, was it 10 days? I think, yeah, it was 10 days. Cruise from San Diego to Mexico and back. And the cruise left from San Diego, but we went down to LA a few days earlier to spend time with family there. And so we went to Disney. No, we didn't go to Disney. We went to Universal Studios, ate a lot, and then we went on the cruise. So there was so much that happened maybe it was like a week and a half or so, that I kind of had a hard time figuring out like what would go into this one spread. So I decided to stick to photos that were in my phone camera roll. So that kind of narrowed everything down. Just like super highlights, which is kind of the theme of this book anyway. So you'll see, along with some of the photos that I have, I saved little bits and pieces, but mostly it's like a coaster from the hotel we stayed at, a little sticker from one of the hotels we stayed at too, and like my cruise card. So yeah, I'm just keeping it simple. And with this trip, like, a lot of stuff happened. We saw a lot of things. There was a ton of family time. There were so many people, and so I just feel like, oh, this is one way I can kind of keep it to what I remember, and keeping it simple. Right here, I am using our Passport theme park stamp set to make accents for this little corner, which is a picture of me and my husband. Like, we were super drenched. We got on the Jurassic Park ride. I don't know, my friends, it was amateur hour. I should know better than to sit in front, but we were so drenched. I felt like a kid again. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even bring an extra change of clothes. And I was so drenched. It was so funny. And I'm stamping. The phrase says "never too old for this." So yeah, I guess. Even my 75-year-old dad got on that ride, and all of us, like, we were all wet after that ride. I'm not sure what we were thinking, but it was fun. Okay, so what else is on this layout? There are a lot of pictures of just like my husband. One is on the ride, and the other one is like a really yummy meal that we had in Mexico. It's been how many months? Like, I don't remember exactly the name of the restaurant. I should look it up, and I should go back and write it in my journal, because I want to go back there someday. So I'm also stamping, since a lot of the photos are taking a lot of the space. I'm stamping onto cardstock and then sticking them on the page. So that stamp up there that I stamped, exploring a new city, I left it over there for a while for the ink to dry, because this Shachihata ink I love. Like, I feel like it always stamps really well on the first try, but it does take a little time to dry. So, and I am the type of person who just stamp and go, which I think I mentioned in another video, that I'm just like, I just go, and then I don't realize that I'm smearing the ink all over the page. So here I'm trying to be a little more mindful about like stamping and then maybe dabbing the ink or waiting a little bit before I get to the next thing. So here, instead of my usual this week or here's what happened, I am using the stamp set that just says Adventure Time because I think it goes with the travel theme. And if you notice I'm keeping my inks to a minimum. I'm only using red, or this kind of coral red, and navy blue. Most of the photos I have similar colors in them. There's a lot of blue, a lot of yellow, black, and gray. So I thought that the red would be a fun kind of contrast, along with the navy blue. So here I'm just looking for these phrases to add to my photos, just to make it a little more visually interesting. So the photos, I should tell y'all more about the photos that I included. Up on the left page on the top, that's a picture of my dad, and we have this thing that we like doing on cruises where on sea days we like to go to the library and work. So my dad's an economist. Like, he still does he should be retired by now, but he still does a lot of stuff. Like, he's still a consultant, he writes a lot, so he's always on his laptop, and he'll always be like, hey Christine, do you have work to do? Like, let's sit somewhere and work. He's like my my favorite like co-worker. So during this cruise, we did find like a free day. We went to the library. I think he was reading something and I was working on stamps. So it's not super clear in the video, but if you look really closely at that laptop, I'm actually working on like February stamps, I think. So that's a fun little detail about that. Let's see what else. So here, yeah, I'm just writing a little bit about like where the cruise went, what it was about. I took that shot of the cruise ship from the port. I thought it was really cool. Yeah, writing about the crazy Jurassic Park ride. That was fun. Oh, here, on the right page, there is also a picture of the Van Leeuwen mystery flavor that they released in December. It was, I think, for the Glass Onion movie, and it was it was so good. It was like onion flavored ice cream, which I was pleasantly surprised. I always say that when people ask me like, oh my gosh, what in the world is onion flavored ice cream? It really tastes like that French onion powder that you put on baked salmon. I don't know if y'all know that, but I used to eat that a lot as a kid, like baked salmon with that brown French onion powder baked on top. It's like someone got that and put that into ice cream. I don't know, it tasted good to me. So, I mean, good enough to have a space in my scrapbook, right? So, official itinerary. This is me just writing out like all the cities that we stopped by. LA, San Diego, and then a couple of cities in Mexico, and then back to LA for the new year. Yeah, it's just me filling up the blanks with journaling. I always keep that last, and just fill in all the blanks. I realized that I missed one sticker down on the bottom right where a picture of my husband. I will go back there. Maybe that's a good spot to put the name of the restaurant when I figure out where that was, because that was really good. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed seeing this spread come together, and I'll see you in the next video.